Remember me telling you about old man McGargle?
Ooh, an ancient Scottish lord?
No, he's my boss at work.
Oh, so this is a real story.
Actually, he's a Dark Lord of the Sith.
Really?
No, but I couldn't resist.
I never know when to believe you.
If I say that someone is a Dark Lord of the Sith, chances are I'm probably making it up.
Why?
Because there aren't... Never mind.
So, what about this old man McGargle? Is that really his name? McGargle? Sounds like something you do after eating a Big Mac.
Yes, that's his name. Remember how I told you he used to be really punctual?
No.
And how he started showing up late?
Nope.
Remember that big, beefy, sandy-haired guy I used to work with last year?
How could I forget? Don't tell me he's McGargle.
No, I was just testing your cognitive skills.
My what? My ability to put gears together?
Something like that. Do you even remember meeting McGargle?
I met McGargle? Sounds like a song. Or a movie. I met McGargle and survived.
Of course.
We could put it on t-shirts.
Sure.
Is he really an old man? Old man McGargle. Is he called that because he's old or because he's your boss?
He's called that because his last name is McGargle.
I got that part. I was asking about the old bit. Surely he's younger than you.
Not officially.
Not officially. I don't even know what that means.
Do you think I carry around a birth certificate that says I'm 3,298 years old?
Did they even have birth certificates when you were born?
Yes. They carved it in 4-foot slabs of granite. Very hard to carry around. Made getting into clubs a real pain.
So you're 3,298 years old.
Nope, I made that part up. Now, back to the story.
The McGargle adventures.
Yes!
So I really met this McGargle guy?
Yes.
When?
At that big summer party last year.
Party.
The one where you got so drunk that you sang show tunes in your underwear?
Oh, that one.
Now, do you remember meeting McGargle?
McGargle. Stooped old man, pasty pallor, thinning gray hair, wheezing chuckle, spits a lot.
No. That was the lawn ornament / sprinkler you spent 20 minutes talking to.
Oh.
He's a tall man, mid-60s, solidly built, deep authoritarian voice.
Oh, an authority figure.
Of sorts.
I usually try to hide from those.
I'm aware of that.
But I do seem to remember him now.
How delightful.
Why is that important?
I'm starting to wonder. Look, I was just talking about McGargle being punctual and then not.
Right. Is that important?
Yes, there'll be a test afterwards.
Right. McGargle, boss, punctual, late.
That's right. It turns out he had a little sideline business.
He sold hot dogs at football games?
He what? Hot dogs and football?
Go together like beer and football.
Thanks. Where did that come from?
My fertile imagination.
I'd say it's a little fallow.
I am not shallow.
That's debatable, but I said fallow.
What the heck is fallow?
It's when a farmer's field goes unused for a season.
Oh, that fallow. I think it applies to
I
when
am
a
not
crop...
here to argue farm management.
Why are you here?
I don't know anymore. It used to be so simple. Kill demons, get drunk, roughly in that order. Now I spend my days fighting PowerPoint.
And getting drunk.
There is that. Now where was I?
Sitting in that chair.
It never gets old, does it?
Nope.
Oh, right. McGargle and his sideline activities.
Hot dogs and beer.
And you making inane comments. Hot dogs? Beer? Football?
You said he was on the sidelines?
On the... Oh, I get it. Very funny.
I thought so.
Well, I'm glad. Someone had to. No, I meant that he was doing some other work outside of business hours that was intruding on his real work.
What? Old straight-laced McGargle?
Yes, that's him, despite the fact that you just plainly made that up.
Anything I can do.
I'm aware of that.
So, old McGargle got fired for tardiness.
No, not just tardiness. It appears his sideline activities were illegal.
It's illegal to sell beer and hot dogs at football games?
No, it's not illegal to... Oh, God, what do I know? He was not selling beer and hot dogs at football games.
What was he selling at football games?
He wasn't selling anything at football games, you twit.
What was he selling and where was he selling it?
Well, he wasn't selling... Well, actually, he was selling. But that wasn't the problem. Well, it was part of the problem. It wasn't a big part of the problem. It's how he got caught.
What are you babbling about?
You see, McGargle was coming in late because he was up most of the night.
Call of Duty.
No, it appears that McGargle was a jewel thief.
A cat burglar?
Well, he stole mostly jewels. Is there a black market for cats?
It's only among witches. So your old boss was a jewel thief?
Yes. He did it for years and then retired to have a normal life.
And suddenly decided to start dabbling in the old ways.
Yes, and being rusty got caught. But that's not the funniest thing.
Really? There's something funny here?
Oh yes, real funny.
Well, what is it?
Nah, I don't need to tell you.
You don't need to tell me?
Mm-mm.
That's like doing a long build-up in a joke and deciding to skip the punchline.
It's a time-honored tradition.
So what's the funny part?
The punchline.
Well, not in your jokes.
At least mine have a punchline. Yours have a feeble slap in the face line.
Your whole life is a punchline.
My whole life is a build-up. You're the punchline.
Isn't the punchline usually the good part?
Fine. Point for you. Now, where were we?
McGargle being a jewel thief and the funny part you're not telling me about?
Oh, that's right.
Shall I try to guess?
This'll be fun.
He was a jewel thief before, right?
Right.
40 years ago.
Give or take.
And they made a movie about him starring Tom Selleck.
Your grasp of esoteric knowledge is astounding. And no.
He was so hot.
McGargle or Selleck?
Tom Selleck.
Right. Are we done now?
No. Tom Selleck.
The thing is, McGargle hired me. And he admitted to hiring me because, well, I looked a little familiar.
Oh, because he knew you back when he was a jewel thief. But of course, he couldn't have known you because you'd be old like him, not young. Well, not young, but looking young. But kind of young.
Exactly. I think.
Didn't he ever ask you?
Ask me what?
If you looked so much like someone he knew so long ago, didn't he ask you about it?
As in, pardon me, are you the same woman I knew 40 years ago? My goodness, you haven't aged a day?
I was thinking more about him asking if you were related to yourself.
As in, say, was your mother or grandmother ever a notorious jewel thief?
Well, maybe not in those words.
No, he never asked. He mainly just stared. He kind of had the hots for me back then, and I guess it never wore off. I'm kind of memorable.
Certainly a memorable ego.
The real funny thing is, working with me again made him just remember his days as a jewel thief.
And he wanted to try it out again.
Exactly.
It is funny in an odd way. This old man starts stealing again and gets caught because you, through no real coincidence, had more than a passing resemblance to some cat burglary of the Hotsford in his youth. Weird.
I never stole cats. I never stole cats.
I never stole cats.
I never stole cats.
I never stole cats.
I never stole cats. I never stole cats.
No, you should do that again, but don't laugh. That's a good one.